Original and never will be. We bumping from coast to coast. Yeah. We just trying to make you see. Nobody does it better. My mind's blocked. Nico just get it. I'm the guy. No one can do it better like the student. They say you look in the woods, you know the show. Yeah, something that's the name. You're the only thing that's the game. Nobody does it better than me. Make you come close. Original and it never free. We come close to close. Trying to make you see. Nobody does it better. I went to that always clap your hands so the man show up. Banging in your club, banging with your thugs, banging up cheap. Remember back on the east side. And all my cities used to love to ride. We didn't care what we did. Like nothing to us, we were jet. All right, now we get ready. We're going to have a ball, y'all. So get ready. We're going to make it do what it do on Marvelous Monday. God has blessed us one more time. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith to come before you. I'm excited. I'm going to let the introductions take over and do what it does. Come on now. Woo!
International radio personage about the Lorenzo D. Smith excited to be here today on WBSW Radio. We're going to make it do what it do. It's the number one internet station on Radio number one. We're the first to introduce the world to the platform of internet station, the social media site. So enjoy what we have done today. I'm excited because it's all about making it do what it
Come on now. Let's do what it do. Silly games we play. Woo. We are one. I'm going to stop it right there. We are one. This is WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, as the introduction stated. Excited to come before you again on Marvelous Monday. God has blessed us to make it through a weekend. And now we're moving to the 4th of July. So we're going to have a ball this week with some awesome shows. The day is straight talk, no chasers, where we just sit down and just talk about just the hottest topics, exactly what's going on in our community. Again, our title for today, our title that's shared with is Let's Talk About Men Mental Health. This is the end. Let me say it this way. Year-round, we should be talking about men and women mental health. Particularly, they said in the month of June, we're going to talk about men's mental health. So this is the 30th day of the month. So we're closing it out on Straight Talk and No Chaser. We're going to focus on just having a conversation or chat about men's mental health. Now you can check us out by going to our website. That is WBSW Radio, the number one internet station, 23.wic.com. You can chat with the host if you want to be live with me. If you're on one of the social media devices, you got to push the button that says live. Now it says individual join live as a guest. That's what I want you to do. But I want you to be able to be one that says I push the button because I want to be live with you today. If not, when you're going to StreamYard, you can check this link out, StreamYard.com, ABP FCQ W682, which is WVSW Radio. You can share your opinion, your story, and example live with me in the world on Facebook.com, Big O Live, TikTok Live, at Dr. L. D'Alberto Smith. You also have a chance to see us as we partner with the Brothers of Fire Sigma Fraternity, where we're working to make sure we make a difference. We can give back to you through Instagram. And the handle for those brothers is Z Squad Greenville 1981. Super Live, which is at WVSW Radio Internet. Excited about that. It'll be radio, and we'll talk about it on the internet. So it's WVSW Internet Radio, along with Tango. That's tango.com, WVSW-radio-14059. We go to Twitter. We got at Dr. L. D'Alberto 2017, and on YouTube. We're glad to be able where you can subscribe with us, become a member, join us. Smith Way Enterprises. Our on-demand episode, which is audio only, are available on Apple Podcasts, as well as Smithers, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon Podcasts. WVSW Radio, the number one internet station, have listeners and watchers in 58 countries and on 6 continents. We ask you to be a part of this by checking us out, by going to one of the social media sites, and then you want to be invited, I'll invite you. But if you want to come and be live on StreamYard, you have that. You go to StreamYard.com/ABPLCQ W682, which is WVSW Radio. And if you want to check out our on-demand episode, as I said, you can check them out, each one of those. But make sure you type in WVSW Radio, regardless whether it's for Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Stitchers, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify. You can just type in WVSW Radio. It'll populate all of our shows that we have uploaded there. You can go back and check out a show or two. As we talk about being the radio station and the only radio station that uses social media and call the internet station, we want you to know that we're excited because we want to give back. We ask you to register for WVSW Radio giveaways by sending your name along with a means of transaction, which is Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. You can send that to Lorenza D. Smith 15@gmail.com. You say, why I'm sending my name and a means of transaction? What we do, we said register for our giveaways. We wrap off hotel stay where we pay for each one of those nights. That's 3 nights, 4 days, 5 nights, 6 days. Luxury Hotel internationally or domestically. You have an opportunity now. You have to take care of everything else, but we'll take care of the hotel stay. We'll pay if there any additional tax through your activation, you pay that. But basically, when you come there, it'll be taken care of, and all you have to do is pay. They'll ask you for a credit card, so any kind of amenities you may have, incidentals. So truly, we want you to enjoy your trip. We'll be heading out possibly this month of July. We're going to have out about 2 trips. So 2 hotel stays, and you can take an opportunity of once you sign, activate. You have 18 months to use it. So you can use it. If you don't use it, it will roll back so we can give it to someone. Let me give a shout out to Zeta01. Thank you so much. It's Zeta 2001. Thank you so much. Remember, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We're so glad to have you here. Amanda, thank you for jumping in here. Still Standing is having a ball with us. Stacy, thank you so much for taking time. Many others and slowly joining. Thank you so much for taking time to be here. As we move forward, we want you to understand that our giveaways, not only hotel stays, we got gift cards, we have gas vouchers, food vouchers, book bags, D9 payroll we give away, and sometime we give away jewelry through our raffle. We also when we're talking about our car wash, we're talking about being detailed up to $75. And then there are many other novel items that we're raffling off or making it a part of our giveaway. So truly we want you to join us, sign up for it, so we can start giving away a lot of these prizes. Now, when we ask for your means of transaction, is because we're going to set out from $5 to $100 what we call love offering. If you might receive 5, you might receive 100, whatever it be. But you must sign up and have a means of transaction. I'll mention them again. We have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. You can send it to Lorenza D. Smith15@gmail.com, or you can type in under your name, type in, say giveaway. You may have release and put giveaway up on it, and that way I'll put you in the raffle. Then if you want to mention and put as a part of that your means of transaction, you can. And I'll make sure we'll put it in the raffle so your name will be available so you can be a part of what we're trying to give back to you. We want you to sow a seed of $1 with WVSW Radio and Cash App, $, LORENZA, D as in David, SMITH, or PayPal at Lorenza D. Smith15@gmail.com. So check us out there. Now, we also give you an opportunity if you're on a social media site that you can monetize with us. We're on Facebook, as I mentioned already, Instagram, TikTok, Big O Live, Super Live, Tango Live, and YouTube. You can monetize with it. Whatever they're asking you to do, whether it's a badge, a flower, a diamond, a star, a like, a confetti, a hat, or you can join us as one of the listeners on Tango along with Super Live or opportunity, or either YouTube through the Smith Way Enterprises. You can join us and be a part of it. So we just want to be able to give back. As we talk about June being closing out today as being Men's Mental Health Month. So what we want to do is talk about men's mental health. So the title today is Let's Talk About Men's Mental Health. So as we move forward, we want you to keep in mind some thought process about men's mental health. Why is it important? What do you need to know? You have relatives in your family that are males, and you're a male yourself, and you want to make sure you can give them the best opportunity. So as we do and think about this, as we get ready for our monologue, we want to share with you our sponsors. We have an awesome group of sponsors. So glad to have these individuals with us. So God has been so good and blessed us with this team of individuals who are supporting what we're doing. So we want to give them a shout out. We want to advertise for them because they definitely advertise for us. This is Elegant Greek Apparel, Elegant International Greek Apparel. I saw earlier he had popped on, if not, he sent me a text or he was calling Mr. Muhammad. Thank you, Brother Muhammad. And we'll move forward and we'll talk about Elegant International Greek Apparel. Then when we get back, we'll have our monologue and then we'll move forward. We're focusing on our title, then focus on the topics under that title, which is Let's Talk About Men's Mental Health.
All D9 organizations interested in designing and purchasing apparel, jewelry, and novelty items. Contact Lorenza D. Smith, consulting agent for Elegant Greek Apparel, a licensed D9 Greek vendor at 334-467-7261 or email the Smithway Enterprises at gmail.com.
Elegant International Greek. We want you to check them out. You can go to Instagram, type in Elegant International Greek, and all the apparel will pop up. Also, I see Brother Muhammad on here now. Thank you so much, brother, for joining us and being here. There's some awesome things and sharing some things of real positive note today, how we can produce you what you need in a quicker fashion, because there are some added equipment to make possible. So, Brother Muhammad, keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to move forward. There's some awesome plans that we both have. We're working together to make sure. Let me give a shout out to Cora Hendricks. Thank you, Cora, so much for joining us. And I'm giving everybody a shout out, but particularly Cora, thank you for from communicating outside of this and also being here with us as much as you can. Thank you so much for your support. So at this time, we're also trying to find a match of someone that is doing the same thing, that is broadcasting as well. And I see Ricky underscore Trick is joining us. Thank you so much, Ricky. How you doing, sir? Is this Ricky? Is this Ricky?
Hi, how's it going, brother?
Hey, how you doing? It's good to have you on here. I am fine. I'm broadcasting, but since we have 7 or 8 devices, you're on one of the devices. Individual can't see you, but they can hear you on the other 8 devices. So truly, we're talking about men's mental health today. So I'm glad you jumped in right quick. And if you just want to take an opportunity and just share where you know what part of the country or what part of the world you're located in, and also just if you want to.
If you want to get onto mental health, I'm from the UK and I have like mental health issues myself.
Yes.
Not to an industry where it's about too much. I have anxiety and I'm on tablets for it. But, I won't wish it on nobody.
Okay.
Get ready with mental health things. So I'll pick you up.
Okay, and he's from the UK. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to talk about some of those challenges that we have as men, and sometimes they take for granted. A lot of times people look at you in a manner that is something totally wrong, but we all have something that we challenging and it challenge us mentally. We can do whether it's through stress, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be. And we just want to thank you for jumping in right quick. We still want you to continue to listen, but we're going to move with the show, and we're going to talk about exactly when you talk about anxiety and talk about some of the things that you're dealing with, and we all are dealing with it. Let's be honest. We are dealing with it and so forth. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. Okay. And we're doing something a little different today. I'm hitting accept, and that might be it right there. Okay. This is PK. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, UK, my friend in the UK. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, appreciate that. Do you hear that? We're just trying to present something that's going to help all of us. So we're going to really get into our format today, but I said I was going to monologue just a little bit because I want to talk about how in our community we have created this stigma that we shouldn't talk about mental health, especially men shouldn't talk about mental health. And I'm here to say let's talk about it because we need to address it so we'll have a chance to move forward. We have to continue trying to move in a direction where we all can be healthy in all our well-being, especially in our mental, physical, emotionally. Exactly. So truly, we want to make sure we do that. So we're going to make sure that we kind of touch on everything. So truly, take a chance, an opportunity. My friend from the UK to kind of just go along with us for a second. Thank you, and hopefully we can give something to you. And I have sometimes my network. I'm using, as I told you, 8 devices, and the internet sometimes based on internet comes in, and I'm working on one while we're doing here. So if you will sign off and then sign back in with me, I'll make sure I get you back in. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm still working on something. And I thank you for that. Thank you so much for joining us. And
I don't think enough people know about what it's actually like.
Exactly.
I think that's a good topic to bring up.
And
because they don't understand anxiety. It's like anxiety. Do you know when you first get in it, and it's untreated? I mean, I remember the time when I got to the point where I'm getting chest pains, like it's horrible, and I ended up like almost an anxiety attack. It's painful, it's bad, left untreated. Yeah, you kind of can get fucked a little bit.
Exactly.
If you get the right help, like whether it's tablets or people, you can help you. You know, and like I sit here like fucking rocking back and forward like this, like a fucking idiot all the time. And I have a smoke weed or take tablets to help that, you know, and it helps me calm. But people don't understand how bad anxiety and depression is.
Yes.
To
Yes.
the body.
Yes. And you're so
You know,
correct.
And left untreated and left uncared about, it's going to get worse, man, for people.
Yes.
Like, to the point where, unfortunately, where people do the unfortunate thing I don't want to mention. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. We understand.
So,
To the extreme.
I think more people should talk about it more so people can express their feelings so they can get it out and talk to the relevant people that are going through the same shit.
Exactly. And I agree with you 100% on that. You know, we have to talk about it because the only way we're going to address it, we got no longer bury our head in the sand. We got to pull our heads out, talk about it, and see how we can and help each other by if you can recommend the best help for a person, please do that. And a lot of people don't realize how important, especially for family members, you could be for one another. We never know what goes on in our family. A lot of time we had this stigma about keeping it hid, but at days with so many challenging things, technology, it allows you to go and get the professional help that we all need. It's not directly at one person, it's at everybody. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like the first step is at least getting one person to listen to you.
Yes.
When you've got that problem.
Exactly.
You know, whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, or your brother, or just a friend.
Yes.
Before you even get to the doctor as well. Do you know what I mean? Before you get to the doctor.
It starts at home.
And get medication.
Exactly.
Maybe through friends and family, you can, you know, before it gets too bad, maybe you can cure it through friends and advice and whatever.
Exactly.
Before it gets to the point where it gets so bad where you're actually where I was, where it was pain, like anxiety, like,
yeah.
You know, where I needed medication.
Oh yeah. So
Advice and comfort from other people can actually help with that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Before you get to the stage where you have to get to the doctors and get all that bullshit, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think just talking to people helps, man, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. So I think talking to from the word get-go, if you're feeling anxiety or depression, just go to your closest friend, your mother or your father or your best friend or whatever, and just open up a little bit and just say, look, I'm fucking depressed. I can't cope. I'm rocking back and forward. I don't know what to do.
Exactly. So
anybody's help is helping it. Friend, cousin, whatever, before doctors.
Exactly.
You know?
And my friend from the UK is really sharing it. He's sharing it. Listen, yeah, talking about it. He's able to get on here and talk about it. Too many times individuals don't talk about it. They're afraid to talk about it. So what we're going to do, we tell our friend from the UK, thank you so much for taking time to be here. So we're going to move forward. All right? Be good. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, my friend.
All right, my friend. All right, then. All right, my friend.
All right, bro.
And truly having individuals like that, and we're going to hit the button and we're going to move to, we do have another candidate set on here that was trying to get, okay, I had someone else, is that Mary? How you doing, Mary? Thank you so much. Okay. We getting them popping in tonight. I'm telling you, it's good. He was out having the ball. He was driving and enjoying himself. So I'm saying thank you so much. We getting them come here talking about their own mental health issues. So I give a shout out to my good friend from the UK, I'll say, because he took time to be here, the United Kingdom, to talk about it. We had a brother right then from Jamaica. Thank you so much for joining us. So truly, that's what we're talking about. But we're going to take an opportunity to just focus. That was more or less the opening. I thank you so much in monologue talking about how important that we first start off at our homes, and in our home, we're constantly letting our family know. We should have conversations in our family about this. We should have a time where we can come and talk about exactly what is going on and how we can help one another. But instead of going with the old premise, there's nothing wrong with the point about, man up, do these certain things that you can be successful. You don't supposed to cry. You don't supposed. There's nothing wrong with saying that, but truly, it's the human body has a way of working it out for you. And there's nothing wrong with sharing that side of you, because we need to address these issues. See, the mental health is so important for each and every one of us, particularly since it's the month of June, Mental Health Month, and we want to kind of look how and what encompass the mental health situation. My friend from the UK talked about anxiety, how he's struggling, the many challenges he had with anxiety. But he also talked about how his family has been important to him, working with him to address some of the mental health challenges that he has, particularly anxiety. But there's other conditions that are so common that we take for granted, like depression. See, we have to go through that. Something had to get you to this disorder. And most of the time, the stress that you sometimes bring upon yourself, but a lot of time we encounter with others, lead us to having anxiety where you're not able to breathe and not able to talk and not be able to function. And it is a disorder to the point that you may lead you to doing substance abuse. So we have to keep in mind when we're talking about men's mental health, the range of topics that are so common that we take for granted. One of the biggest things is that when we take things for granted, we don't believe that we need to address these issues. We think that everything will go away. But in a unique society where we have many challenges, there's an expectation. The expectation is that you should be able to encounter that and keep moving. We can't always keep moving, especially if we don't have the coping mechanism to keep moving. So we need to work on addressing it, even going to professional help to help us move forward. But making sure in our families that we have conversation with our family members when you see challenges coming in their life. They may not want to talk a whole lot about it, but to be able to let them know the door is always open here at this home where we can have that conversation. Everything starts at home. And too many times we want to always blame others, but it starts at home. And if you take time and try to address it through what is your expectation. See, society have expectations for each and every one of us. But what we have to realize, we say, what unique challenges I'm dealing with, and one of them may relate to expectation of society, but I'm also expected to deal with it, whether society say it or not. See, society tells us a lot of things about what we should do, but we should keep in mind other people always can set lofty expectations for you. What is your realistic expectation about functioning day by day? And how will you function on a daily basis? You have to take upon the idea of coping mechanism. We have to learn to cope with many things in our life. So when we deal with the stigma in our community or the traditional masculinity norm, it leads us to underdiagnose and delay treatment because we don't feel like we need to have the treatment. Yeah, we need it. We need to work hard. So we have to actually know what we're dealing with. So what I want some of the common mental health issues in men. See, the common mental health issues are first depression. Men may experience depression differently than women, often exhibiting irritability, anger, and withdrawing rather than sadness, according to the Mental Health Association on the mentalhealth.com. Anxiety disorder, as my good friend from the UK was talking about, in men can manifest as excessive worry. As he shared with me, as he said, a lot of time causes him just to be able to just rock when you expect him to be still. So he was just talking about his own situation. Then you have the panic attack. So you encounter that as well. Then the social anxiety. This may co-occur with depression, and you have to look to help to put you in the right position. The next thing is substance use disorder. See, men are more likely to use alcohol or drugs to cope with mental health challenges. The leading potential substance abuse and addiction, according to the news-medical.net, is alcohol and drugs. Post-traumatic stress disorder, that are known as PTSD. Men, especially veterans, or someone who has seen a traumatic experience, have a tendency to fall in this category. PTSD is due to trauma, like combat in the war or combat in the streets. It's due to an accident or physical assault. Bipolar disorder. This condition involves extreme mood swing from manic to depression and can be challenging to manage. Body image eating disorder. Men may struggle with body dysmorphia, focusing on muscle development or physical characteristic, or experience eating disorders like anorexia, bulimia, performance anxiety. In my experience, performance anxiety comes in various aspects in your life, which including at work, in relationship, and sexual activity, anger and irritability. Men may express mental health struggles through anger, irritability, or aggressions rather than sadness and fear. Suicidal ideation. Good friend from the UK talker, he didn't want to get to that point. Sometimes the anxiety he said was having can bring about various thoughts. So suicidal ideation, men are likely to die by suicide than women, highlighting the severity of mental health issues in men. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. I'm so excited about this team of individuals because they are doing some awesome things. This team is led by Mr. Anthony Starworth, L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC.
If you need your lawn manicure, check out the experts with L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC, owned and operated by Tony Starworth. Their slogan is the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. If you need to call, contact Tony. The number is 334-300-7401. Or go to Facebook and type in Anthony Stallworth. Check him out. Check out the lawn service. He's gonna make it do what he do.
L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, the manicure expert of South Central Alabama, Mr. Tony Stallworth, better known as Anthony and known as Touchdown Tony Stallworth. His number to connect with Mr. Stallworth is 334-300-7401. If you go to Facebook, type in Anthony Stallworth, it'll populate his information, and then you can connect with him by DM Anthony, let him know how, what you're looking for, and he'll let you know how he can help you. What are men's mental health challenges and barriers? Men encounter many challenges and barriers such as stigma, social expectation that men should be strong, self-reliant, can discourage an individual who is struggling with the common causes of mental health to get them addressed. You're not going to seek help if you think it's something that makes you look weak among your peers. So the stigma that's in our community has kept a lot of, in the African black community, I'll say black community, some people African American, in the black community from seeking the professional help because you don't want to be labeled as something that you're not. See, when we start going to label somebody who's psychotic, you don't have training to do that. But it's a word that causes people to not to be able to seek the help they need. So the stigma and the societal pressure and expectation causes men to back up, go in the corner, or continue to say nothing wrong with me because I don't want to be seen as a person that has fear, or be judged, or be shamed for transgression, masculinity ideals. These are common stigmatization experience. Couldn't get it out. Stigmatization experience. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, the fear of shame, insults, guilt, the fear of I'm too masculine or I'm not masculine. Becomes those stigma in our communities. We experience them. Then we believe social norms is more important than really getting the help that we need. Traditional masculinity can pressure men to suppress their emotion and avoid talking about their problems. Yes, that might be because society might look at it. It's not so much of the masculinity of that ideal of masculinity. It's the ideal that they don't want to be shamed. They don't want to be insulted. They don't want to be felt guilty, feel guilty because of something you cannot control. So we have to make sure we don't tie things up to make it seem like it is not good to have that. Traditional masculinity has nothing to do with you being able to seek things that help you emotionally. It's a sad thing by many individuals say that men don't have emotion. That is not true. Just because they don't show the emotions don't mean they don't have emotion. Emotions is feelings. Emotion is anger. Emotion is grief. I don't have to show it to say I don't have it. See, we go and make decisions and then we now shaming that person because they don't show emotion. You say they're not emotionally available. Maybe you are not available to be in that world. See, we got to be real and talk real. We got to let you know the social norm can destroy our growth as well as that personal ability to move forward. We have to get out of allowing the norm to control us. We need to allow the underdiagnosis. People underdiagnose people many days because we don't understand the symptoms as it's presented to us. See, we will not be treated because you was underdiagnosed. So you go untreated. Now you have a serious problem we in the present that we must address. Expressing emotions. It's for sure I wanted to make sure we talk about this. Just because you don't show your emotion, don't mean you don't have emotions. See, you is ways emotions can be expressed, but it may not be a no one. It may not be what another gender do. Normally, it's about emotionally unavailable come from one gender towards another. See, men may struggle to articulate their feelings because they're afraid that you will shame them. They're afraid they'll be insulted. They're afraid that they're going to be made feel guilty about showing their feelings. We have to remember emotion cover a lot of things, not only just feelings. Emotions cover the anger you have in your life. It covers the aggressiveness that you have in your life. It covers grief that you might experience in your life. That's why we talk about traumatic experience. Some of us lose family members, especially the ones that truly leads us in the form of parents and grandparents early in life. It can be so traumatic that you start to recoil and go back into the shell. What we want them to be able to express their emotions. It may be difficult, especially society that has a norm. Leads people to struggling to articulate their feelings. And they may use unhealthy coping mechanisms like substance abuse. This is important. Yes, it's difficult to go against the norm. But when you find out there's some coping mechanism out there, there's some help out there, it makes it easier to address the norm. Let's give a shout out to Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama.
Come join me at Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. I'm excited to be there because it's the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama, located at 261 State Highway 106 West, Georgiana, Alabama. Come and visit and talk to the corners. That is Marvin Smith and Katrina Walker Smith. You want to give them a call, you can at 334-549-0950. If you want to go to Facebook and check them out, you go to Marvin Smith and also Katrina Walker Smith. Oh, it's a ball going on down there at Mary Ruth Restaurant.
And shout out to Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama, located at 261 State Highway 106, Georgiana, Alabama. You want to give them a call. The co-owners, that's Marvin and Katrina Roper Smith. And the number is 334-549-0950. Give them a call and talk to them. Go to Facebook, type in Marvin Smith. It'll populate his page. And then Katrina Roper Smith, it'll populate her page. And they posted their menus on a consistent basis. basis. So truly check them out. Some awesome meals. It says Southern cooking for Southern people. So go check them out. So I found out recently they got a salad on there. That's fresh and tastes well. Truly a big salad. Thanks so much to one of the co-owners, which is Trina Roper. She prepared it and brought it out, and I thought I was in hog heaven with a salad. So truly check them out at Mary Ruth's Restaurant. As we move forward, we need to discuss the importance of addressing men's mental health during Mental Health Month, but throughout the year. So the other 11 months, we need to be able to address it, whether it's just addressing mental health. We have to do it every day. See, the importance is it helps improve well-being. And your well-beings are your emotional, your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your financial, your social, and your psychological well-being. That's what it does. See, when you understand how important it is, and you know you want to address it, it's going to allow you to address your mental challenges, which can lead to a better quality of life, which include improving relationships, work performance, and your overall well-being. I just mentioned the 7. It reduced the risk of suicide. See, early prevention and support can help prevent suicide attempts and deaths. Stronger relationships, open communication, healthy coping mechanism can strengthen relationship with family, mates, friends, in organizations, at church, at your workplace. You need to be able to communicate. Learn those coping mechanisms. If so, your relationship in all areas will be strong. Positive role modeling. Addressing mental health can create a positive example for future generations. If you operate in the manner that you're showing you are comfortable with your mental well-being, that means you're healthy. Others will see and take your examples so they can be the best version of themselves. So let's look back at the importance of addressing them, improving your well-being, reducing the risk of suicide, building stronger relationships, and having positive role models in your life. That leads you to being ahead of the game, having favorable outcome. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, Magic Design and More.
If you're looking for some awesome design work, t-shirts, cups, whatever novelty items you want, contact Magic Design and More. Where their slogan is, there's a touch of magic in everything we do. The owner and operator, Gina Thomas, and the number to contact Gina is 205-257-1584, or email her at Regina, Regina, Thomas, Thomas, 78 at gmail.com. Check out, check the business out, and make it do what it do. If you're looking for some
awesome work on screen printing for your event, which could be your family reunion, your class reunion, graduation, just your get together, your trip with your friends. Call your friend trip, cousin trip, brother trip, sister trip, whatever it is. Give a call, give a shout out. I'm shouting it out, but you call Regina Thomas, Regina Crawford, and you can give her a call at 205 257 1584. There's a couple people that made requests for invite. That's K. Lachey. Thank you so much. And I pushed the button. It's Kookie. It said Kookie 66. Sent you the invite as well. Also, Adam 2003 sent you the invite. We got Dove Love, member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for being the Dove Love, especially today. Thank you. We also had me. I want to give a shout out, D Pink Up. D Pink Up. Thank you so much. I sent you an invite as well. If not, I'm gonna send it again. We got Blue Tsunami. Thank you. As again, a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you, my sister. Also, we have Sunshine Philly joining us. Thank you, Sunshine, for being here, as well as the 21st 21-day intervention. Check them out. We also have many others joining us, and I'm gonna give all of you a shout out as we move forward. But while we're doing this, we want to make sure we get it up again, and that's Bingo Live. Big O Live. Also, Ron, thank you so much. That could be Ronika Boot joining us. That's who it is. Send you an invitation, Ronika. Thank you so much. All right. It's LILC 379. You can jump in. Walter Adams, thank you so much. All right. Is it Anthony? It's Anthony Nika. Thank you. Octavio Gonzalez. Xander, thank you so much. Jessica. As we move forward, again, check out Gadget Design more. It's a great opportunity to purchase some materials for whatever event you're at. As we move forward, we got to think about how to help men get the care they need for the mental health condition. We got to understand that the stigma is a community. We got to get it over. First of all, as I said, you have to model for those individuals. Those individuals have to see improved well-being. They have to see a positive life from getting the service and the help you have. So as we talk about getting help from them, we have to always think about how our young men are struggling. They are not getting the care they need because men often don't seek help on their own because their symptoms shows up in less obvious ways. See, male mental health issues are underdiagnosed. So that leaves these men, these young men in particular, with common mental health disorders, like feeling isolated and alone. But we must ultimately put them at higher risk of suicide attempt. When we put them there, that means we need to make sure we're very conscious of what's going on with them to make sure we can provide them the necessary help they need to get over this mental health challenge. These are the barriers we must knock down. Seek the professional help. Encourage them. Talk with them, even if you attend mental health counseling or attend counseling, which I do myself twice a month. Excited about it because I want to be the best version. I'm a model for many. If you was frightened about getting it, you have an opportunity to get it. because I'm telling you, it works for me. I think I can be before you if I didn't seek that counseling to be the best version of myself. I want it to be the best. What I'm sharing with you, I want it to be the best. Not part of me, but you get in all of me. And that's why we have to really look at what can be done to help men with mental health challenges get support. See, we have to make sure they get the support. Before we move forward, we want to give a shout out to Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace, the best soap and perfume scent smells in South Central Alabama.
Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace, the best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama. Owner Jennifer Jackson. Contact information is 251-227-1885, or go to Facebook and type in Jennifer Jackson or Charlie Angel. Jennifer will provide you the best products in South Central Alabama. So let's make it do what it do.
Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace is Jennifer Jackson. You can go to Facebook, type in Jennifer 1N Jackson, or you can go to use Charlie Angel as well. Instagram has Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace, and on the group page they have that as well. So check them out. The best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama. So they're doing a lot of pop-ups. I think there will be more so in the fall, or possibly in the spring. So get ready to check them out. But you can go online. You can type in. You go to Facebook, type in Jennifer Jackson, or you can go to Instagram and type in Jennifer Jackson. Have an opportunity to check each one of the social media sites, and you can find out how they can serve you. The question is, what can be done to help men with mental health challenges get support? See, loved ones can be on the alert for male mental health symptoms. And be aware that anger, irritability, and even physical violence can be a sign of depression and another mental health issues. Let's repeat that. Got to be aware of the mental health symptoms of a man. And that's anger, which is an emotion, irritability, an emotion, even physical violence, which is a physical well-being. We have to be ready to address it, offer some suggestion on how we can help that individual be successful. We have to be at all times on guard to see how we can help men with their mental health challenges. See, you might even offer to make the appointment or research mental health services, a support group for them. Talk with your loved ones about what they're experiencing. Sometimes taking the first step feel impossible when you fear the stigma, fear being shunned, looked down on, shame, insult, and feel guilty. So when you don't want to take the first step, it leads to you asking or seeking help to help you arrange to take that first step about seeing counseling. Furthermore, physical and mental health professionals continue to educate themselves. See, doctors can recommend a mental health screening for male patients who may be at risk of having unexplained physical symptoms. Moreover, it's essential to avoid misdiagnosing and overlooking men's mental health problems because signs of mental illness in males look different than they do in other genders. Also, you can use these many tips to fix men's mental health, such as build social connection. Connect with them. If there's somebody already seeking professional help, they are sometimes the best ones to talk with them. Engage in hobbies, including having a hobby you can enjoy. Can also support your mental well-being. Get regular exercise. Plays a lot of difference in your life. Nurture your body. Tend to your diet. Take care of your body. Self-care. And finally, consider counseling. So we want you to look at everything that can help you. So our title is Let's Talk About Men's Mental Health and Men Mental Health Month. We're talking about it. Hopefully something we share with you will kind of put you on the right track. You can help your family member or yourself to get help. You're not a doctor, so you can't diagnose what's going on. Don't try to diagnose where you misdiagnose that person. That person won't get the right help so they can be successful. Our men are important. We must make sure we focus on building boys to be impactful men. Talking about their mental health and addressing it young will allow him to be a productive man. We're looking to develop men that can lead society. If you want to call that talking about toxic masculinity, we're going to keep talking about it. You have to have a leader. We see our 50 years has gotten us when the matriarch society has been the leadership. Let's prepare our boys to be effective, influential, impactful leaders by addressing mental health. It's awesome to come here before you. Let's give a shout out to TriStat LLC, Mr. William Scott. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for your support.
TriStat LLC, the best consulting firm that meets your consulting need. The owner, Mr. William Scott. Contact number 334-320-5438. Or you can go to Facebook and type in William Scott. Mr. Scott and his team can meet your consulting need from helping to administrate, put the presentation for your grant so you can gain a great opportunity to be awarded in the next grant cycle. Mr. Scott will make you do what it did.
Give a shout out to TriStat LLC, the consulting firm that meets your consulting need. They have a professional body of individuals that work there, that plan, they help you administrate your grant, and they give you an opportunity for your business to reach its highest potential. Mr. William Scott, you can give him a call at 334-320-5438. Go to Facebook, type in William Scott, and it will populate his information. DM William and say, we've just been awarded a grant coming up for 2 years, and we're going to need you all here. And he'll be able to put his team together and come out and just lead you to very success so you can be a part of the next cycle. We're going to give a shout out to, let me see, Nearborn Makeup. Thank you. We also have Justin, being a user, have completed diamond task and got 1,707 diamonds. Congratulations. See, by him being able to guide users to complete diamond, he will get the chance of winning more gifts. You can. It's awesome. You have Mate. Thank you so much. Bullock Babe. Thank you so much. Karen Jasmine. Thank you for jumping in here. Each and every one of y'all giving you a chance to share your thoughts. I want to give a shout again with our brother from the UK, United Kingdom, that was on here. Yes, it's in the night time, in 6 hours during about midnight, and he was able to come on and talk about his own challenges with mental health and talk about anxiety and some of the things that he's encountered. Thank you so much, my friend from the UK. Thank you for joining us. As we get ready to close out, we want to give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And hopefully, as we close it out, you can think about something we said as we talk about men's mental health. This is June 30th, which is the end of Men Mental Health Month. We need to address it, not bury our head in the sand. So we want you all to truly look at the challenges you have, and you start at home first. Then you can work your way. Give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama.
The brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama, a community city, excited to connect with you. You can check us out on Instagram. That's Z Squad Greenville 1981. Twitter, Zeta Phi Sigma _10, and email Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville@gmail.com. Their motto as a champion is they lead and never follow. The motto of the fraternity is culture for service and service for you. So check on the brothers out because it's all about making it do what it do.
Give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated out of Greenville, Alabama, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter. And who we have visiting us today? Who is this? What's your name?
I'm sorry.
You want to ask yourself, what did I join? That what you asked yourself?
Yeah.
All right. This
I'm
is
sorry.
okay. This is WBSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I'm Dr. Rosa D. Smith, the host, and also the CEO of this radio station. And we have listeners, including yourself, in 58 countries and on 6 continents. And you're our second guest tonight. We invite, when people make requests, we had a young man from the UK. We're talking about men mental health. And we was focused on some things that was dealing with that. And we really at the closing of the show, but I wanted to invite you anyway, since I saw the special invite down there. Anything you just want to share, you can just share your thoughts. Anything you want to talk about.
I'm not really interested. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't want to hold you guys up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. All right. Truly, it's a blessing to have individuals, but we're about to get out of here. God has blessed us one more time to have an awesome show. And the Straight Talking Chaser. And tonight we're talking about mental health. And it's men's mental health. And tomorrow, next Monday, we have an awesome show that's going to focus on relationship. So truly join us. I thank our listener and watcher for joining us. And I know she had to think about it for a second, but we're going to invite you the next time in here. And if you want to share your thoughts, you can. And we're so glad to have each and every one of you all here. So truly thank you. It's a blessing. So as we get ready to get out of here, I just want to remind everybody the 4th of July is coming up. I want you to take care of yourself. That's going to be Friday. So it's during this week. So what you need to do is truly be safe, Be blessed. We'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to be focusing on uh, financial challenges and developing our boys so they can deal with financial challenges for the future on tomorrow. So I'm excited about having a chance to talk with each and every one of you all. Thank you so much for your support. That's Annie Green, thank you for joining us. Walt Adams, I mentioned him earlier. Thank you. Natural Beautiful, Natural Beauty _ Marcy 87. Thank you for doing that. Being here is that Dana Boo. Thank you so much for jumping in here. We also have is that Terrius Miller. Thank you so much for joining us. Blair.mama, thank you. Franken Ellen, thank you so much. Franken Freema Touch, thank you for taking time. Brianna, thank you for jumping in. Javier, thank you so much. Purple Paradise D, thank you so much. Helen, thank you for jumping in here. LILC, thank you so much. Lil C, like LC, 359, let's say that. Tavio, thank you so much. Antona City, thank you so much. Ron, it's Ronika, thank you so much. 21 Days Invention, Sunshine Philly, thank you so much. Blue T Tsunami 7 of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, thank you so much. And this is an altar kind of glare on here. Thank you so much. Hell, thank you so much. D Pink Up, thank you. T Pinky Up, that's who that is. Thank each and every one of y'all. Mocha, Dub Love of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority. Let Garcia, thank you so much. Adams, thank you so much. Each and every one of y'all, thank you. Special shout out to Elegant International Greek, a good friend from the UK, and also our friend joining us at the end. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we're at the end of the show, and maybe on tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting our 1 o'clock show tomorrow, Dr. Lowe's Neighborhood, and we're going to focus on building boys to be impactful men. Particular topic, finance, we're going to talk about, and also we're going to talk a little bit about mental health for our boys as well. So truly it's a blessing to be here. So take care of yourself, be safe, and as we get ready to get out of here, I just want to thank people for taking time. Thank each and one of the listeners and watchers for taking time. All we want to do is make it do what it do. I want to let each and every one of them let you know I love each and every one of you all from my heart. And I tell everybody, ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm going to love you. And you may love me, but that's all right. If you decide to love me, it's okay. Again, I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, and this is WBSW Radio, the #1 internet station. I'm excited because we're being listened to and watched in 58 countries on 6 continents. And this is the #1 internet station. It's a blessing to be in. So everybody be safe, take care of yourself. And as we get ready to close out, we want you to know that, we got challenges every day. We got things going on. But see, if a person's a good person, and if our show is a keeper, you need to watch it every day. Come on now.